This drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Tony. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Holding, offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Room here to run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 146 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the 17, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. The last series for him, a little disappointing. Forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get a bit closer. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
On second down, Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That good for 19 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out come the Giants. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Barkley going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Jones throwing for it. Complete at the 1, but he is not gonna make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're gonna hold on to their 2-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Good play to get him behind the line there by Blake Martinez. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes this a 9-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Pause here for an injured player. That's Kenny Golladay, who's in some pain out there on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking and finding Shepard on the crossing route. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? It's Barkley on the counter. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here we go,
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Barkley. Down to the 25. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Giants! Jordan Akins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's topping the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So, Charles, I mean, this is just becoming an exhibition now on how to rush the passer.
Yeah, and I can't help but laugh a little bit because I'm enjoying what we're watching. This is coming from a guy who was in college just a year ago. And we keep harping on their evaluation. They saw not just a guy who could rush the passer, but could rush the passer well. And that's why they took him as high as they did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
With it is Jackson, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jones now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Gano's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 1. 1:15 remaining. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Prescott able to find Jones, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
That's good for a Cowboy.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Dak. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Dak. Flush to his right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.